What's up YouTube, this is Santos representing Neo Overlay Network, and I'm here to show you guys a quick update on the Darklord deck profile and just what would you be running online, and show you a quick update on this deck. After the release of probably the, what was it, Eternity Code? No, which one was, oh, Rise of the Duelist, actually, that Darklord Morningstar had a fusion brother that you could use, which is the first Darklord, and now you have a different card to play in the deck. And this is what I've been running online and try to test out, see how we could turbo this guy out or just bring out this big beater. And so looking at the new cards that came out, like Darklord or Copernicus Darklord, and which is the other one, Darklord, Indulged Darklord, these two cards didn't really bring anything to the table for this deck. They're both alright if you want to run them. They don't really do much except Copernicus' effect. During the main phase quick effect, you can activate this effect, tribute summon one fairy monster face up, which is alright. But for right now, I'm not running it because I would rather put other stuff like maximize Darklord Excel, Superbia, and Nashton, because they're pretty much well, she lets you draw two if you discard her and another Darklord card, and he lets you special summon them by using a Darklord and two different Darklord cards. So it could be cards, doesn't have to be monsters, to activate his effect, and he's special summoned. So right now I'm running one Copernicus Darklord and two Ukopek, because one, these cards don't really, like I said, offer much, and they do in a way, but it's hard to pull their effects off because a lot of people run hand traps and stuff, and infinite impermanence. So I mean, and she's pretty much your backup because this deck is called Brick Lords for a reason. You have pure bricks, and as you can see here, I only run two Archlord Christias because Christia is good because obviously you could use Darklord Superbia's effect when Christia's in the graveyard. You could special summon him by her Superbia's effect of because it lets you special summon. You can target one fairy type monster in your graveyard, except him, and special summon that target. So there's ways you could bring out Archlord Christia without using his exactly for fairy type monsters, which is pretty good. But the thing is, he is a brick when if you want to bring out what's called Darklord, the first Darklord, because he needs 3 dark fairies. So yeah, and then they're all level 8s or level 5 or higher, and your only normal summon in the deck is pretty much Darklord Copernicus and 2 Darklord Ukobek. So as you can see, it's hard to normal summon, or you don't have normal summons, and you pretty much brick. So it's a 50-50 deck. It's between going quick and easy wins or easy losses, because that's how it just goes. That's how it flows. And as you can see, I run 2 trade-ins and 3 Lower Darkness because I just want to draw, get to my key pieces. And right now I'm adding 2 Polymerization because if you run 3, I was having the issue that you open up multiples and it's just Clawsy plus with your Darklords. And if you don't have enough monsters and you have Archlord Christia, you still can't bring out Darklord, the first Darklord. And this is a pretty standard extra deck. Condemned Darklord is pretty much your normal summon because she lets you use her effect to banish 2 Darklord monsters from your graveyard to normal summon a fairy. So I mean, that's how you bring out Christia sometimes too. And I'm going second deck. That's why you could also see I have 3 infinite impermanence, 3 ashes, and 3 effect veilers, because I don't want to go first, because if I go first, this deck doesn't build up a board. So there's not much you could do except somehow bringing Christia, but Christia is hard to do because it needs those 4 exactly 4 fiery monsters in your graveyard, and that's hard to do for going first. So going second, going first or second, because you're barely starting your planes, so it's hard to have that requirement in your graveyard going first or second if you're going second. But it is, there are ways to bypass this for exactly four by using Darklord Superbia and what was it? Condemned Darklord. So that's why, and he's at level 8, and there's a few level 8s here. That's why trade in is good in this deck because you could, discard him if you have him. And then I have one Perdipan Anaconda because that's how polymerization will be used. And if you see it, it's still okay because if you do have 3 Dark Fairies, you don't have to sweat it. You could use it to bring out Darklord, Morningstar, or the first Darklord, and Verde Anaconda go into your plays. You can just use polymerization to bring him out. And right now I'm running 2 Morningstar because he is a key piece to bring him out. If you don't have the 3, I could see it's bricky, even though it's pretty much your deck is a brick, like a hard brick. And 2 is a fine because you don't want to see multiples in your hand. Seeing him 1, even if you go first or second, and I'm trying to go second, as like I said, all these hand traps, just to swing over monsters and see what I can do, try to stop plays so I could go. But going first sucks, and yeah, this is much I could go over. There's nothing much. I want to hear from you guys, see what you guys been running this. What you guys been running on this deck. I just want to hear what kind of cards. I've been testing other multiple cards, and like other great mention is like Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen for the fairy type archetype, and there's other cards, but for right now I've been just test running these ratios and see how it goes. And yeah, let's just go to the replays real quick. This one is going against Lightsworn. Going over these replays, it's hard to find good replays because sometimes with Darklords, it's between an easy win or a hard loss, and I'm trying to show you a little bit of both. I'm showing you the ones I thought was interesting and a good pull size going back and forth, and just to show you what they do. And let's go check this out. So he's playing Chaos Lightsworn, so coming back off the ban list, or just after the ban list, plus the releases of Rise of the Duelist. Lightsworn's been getting hype because of the Chaos engine. You gotta put respect on the Chaos engine. It's very new engine. It's very early in its stages, and we've barely seen what it could do now. Imagine a little bit later when there's other cards coming into effect. But you see, I'm trying to bring out my stuff because I really didn't have much, and I only had Darklord Contact. I drew 2 because of Eshel's effect. I special summoned my Darklord Superbia. Pause. And then here's where I bring out my Condemned Darklord because, like I said, I didn't commit to I only committed to my my Darklord Ukubak's effect to send something to the graveyard, and I opened up with pretty good cards in this opening hand because I had a lot of draw cards. I can see I put out trade in and then I used Vanity Roller. Yeah, I was I don't think right now on my what's called profile, let's check it out real quick. I don't have him because he was a little bit harder to bring out. I mean, you still can, but right now I want to say people want to bring out first Darklord because there's always like those 2 plays that you could do. You could just ignore him, not even bring him out in the game, and it just depends how you feel. Like if you want to just bring him out, you try to do as much as you can to bring him out. If you can't, and that's not your playstyle or goal, you could just do what Darklord's best known to, just normal summon these high-end monsters, like level 8 monsters, and that's pretty much it. And so I mean, that's where you get those easy wins because depending on what you're playing against, Lightsworn, I feel like you could put it it needs its respect because it is an older deck, but I mean, I feel like it could do stuff, right? And so let's see here. I keep on using Excel's effect because they let you use their effects. And here you go, Verde Anaconda, because I had enough resources, and then I had Morningstar in my hand. He lets you destroy everything, and he is a 4K beater, which is pretty good. And this is what I try to do. My hand traps didn't really matter at this point, but So Morningstar's fed. He likes to special summon, and this is where he just kind of quit. And yeah, let's see here, a card. Well, Morningstar's effect, his other effect is that during the main phase, quick effect, you could pay 1,000 life points, special summon one fairy monster from your hand or graveyard in offense. So that's what I'm saying. Archlord Christia and sometimes other cards are pretty good just to bring them out. So let's see, Mia. Where's the replays? So another good one was Darklord's and Ancient Infinitrack, because Ancient Gears are pretty fun and I thought it was pretty fun going against it. So let's check this out real quick. Swap. Here we go. As you see, I opened up a Christia and 2 Darklord, Banishment of Darklords, which lets you search a card, Darklord card, and Eggshell too. So she's pretty good because she lets you draw, and he had a pretty alright hand because he had Infinitrack Anchor Drill and Infinitrack Tracker, and you'll see what he brings out if you guys don't know that little combo. If you can see here, he brings out him, lets you special summon his other Infinitrack and VFD right there off the bat. And I was like, man, are you kidding me? But I'll see what I can do. And then he activated his stuff. And at first he didn't use VFD's effect really quick, which was, you know, I guess it was his misplay, because, you know, he could have pretty much stopped what I did right now. And I did as much as I can. Here, and this is where he started using his effect, or I think he did, but I think he just missed timing real quick, and then I couldn't do much. And this game was pretty much just when Darklords are like that right now. And you see here, and he just brings out just a normal Infinitrack, and then there was Ancient Gear Infinitrack because there is some synergy there. They're Earth machines, and yeah, VFD, an easy VFD is pretty cool and awesome in that sense. So brings out Wyvern, and pretty much that was it, man. Bring out Ancient Gear Giant right here. I could have chained my Tech out to Polka, but you wouldn't want that because Ancient Gear could attack once each time, and I think this game I lost, and that's fine. Darklords are like that. So let's go with some other replays, you guys. Replays. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys think, and I want to see if there's any Darklord players out there still representing this deck. And let's go with Darklords and Emancipators. Who do you think guys will win? Let's find out. Guys have faith in Darklords? Because I don't. So I mean, like, let's see. All right, yeah, they're doing their shenanigans right now. Ooh, Gigantes, nice. Omegoki Meru Guardian. Whoa, I knew he was gonna get that. Why wouldn't he? Easy synchro summon, nice. And Emancipator. You did open up with 3 and Emancipator sign. Think that ratio is good or what, you guys? Want to hear from you guys. And he just brings out after Block Dragon got banned, you know, like that's what the people were saying, that Emancipators is gonna be more of a synchro spam deck, because, you know, like what's it called, Block Dragon just provided so much for the deck, but it's still topping. So I mean, it's still, people are gonna be running it. So let's see here, and he had these 2 big monsters, synchro monsters, and yeah, Synchro Dragon, really awesome card. And this is where I could tell you, like, even though you have Polymerization and 3 fairies, but Archlord Christia sucks in your hand because he's a light fairy, and Polymerization, or if you want to bring out the other guy, the Darklord Morningstar, he needs 3 dark fairies. So that's where Archlord Christia kind of sucks in this variant, I guess, because, you know, like, he is light. There's like, it's good and bad, you know, like the payoff is really what you know, really rewarding, but seeing him in your hand sometimes is a brick. And like I said, this deck's going second, so if I go first and I'm supposed to go first, it's gonna be hard because Same reason, Darklord effect, because he just, if this card summon fusion summon using Darklord Morningstar as material, you can destroy all cards or opponent controls. So going first, obviously you can't like take advantage of that effect. So there's that. And yeah, I mean, let's go see. I mean, it's a quick loss, so let's see here. Yeah, I was just like, no, you know what? Screw it. I can't take Adamancer Pater for right now. So let's go with a different one here. It's gonna be a few guys. Let's see which one did I try and show you a good, both good wins and losses. So which one did I win? Let's see. You want to see a win? Let's see which one I won. I think I won on the, I think it was the Black Wings. Let's go. Let's check that out, because Black Wings were cool. I know Black Wing players are out there, and that's why I saved this one for you guys. And this is where they go. And it's Black Wings are pretty fun. Synchro spam or now, because they're wing beasts, you could bring out Raid Raptor too. And you know, Raid Raptors are quick link level 4 spam deck. So it's where here is where I try to you know, start doing my hand traps, but I haven't really been playing against Black Wing, so it was pretty interesting. And yeah, this is where they bring out some Morg, and then this is where, oh yeah, he brings the loop. That's why I brought it, show you guys. Yeah, because he brings out the whole Misty Valley Apex Thunderbird loop with Union Carrier, and I already knew what he was doing, and I was like, I thought it was funny, so I'm just activating everything. I was just like, I already knew, like, he just lets you negate, infinite negates, you guys. If you really want to play an infinite negate loop, this is where it's at. This is what you want to be doing. Abuse this, get this banned. So yeah, and this is where I ended. I was like, you know, it's just funny, and I just decided to just discard my whole hand and just get a quick loss. Okay, nice. So I think this video is going about 17 minutes. Oh shit. So well, let me show you another quick. Let's see, another quick one real quick. Replays. Cause yeah, you guys, you gotta hopefully new support or something. Dark Fairies are in sooner or later down the road to get this deck a little bit more consistency, because it's inconsistent right now. With even though the new cards came out, it doesn't really do much. And this was Relinquish. I think it was just a Relinquish deck, or Toon Relinquish as you see here. And he brought out Swords Revealing Light, and this is where you, like I said, if you do have polymerization, and I added Dark Morningstar, but yes, this is where I bring out everybody here, and then I have polymerization, and this is where the first Darklord shines, because you have everything, and then he destroys everything, and that's pretty cool, but it's hard to pull. And he's at 15 here, and it sucks. And yeah, this is where he Monster Reborns, but I chained my Darklord real quick, special summon him, and this is where he just ended it. And this is where Darklord shine, but it depends on what you're playing against. And Darklords is like pretty much, I don't know, it's just what, tier 3, not even a tier yet, but it's fun. I mean, it's how you feel and how you like the deck. I like the whole Dark Fairy, and that's what made me want to make this deck, and I'm trying to think of ways to make this deck better. And this is what, you know, side of Yu-Gi-Oh is, you know, like try to play with decks and see what we could do, add them to make them better. And it doesn't have to be the meta deck of the format to be able to play, you know, like you can play anything you want, and you just got to know how to, you know, like incorporate cards that are good at certain advantages for different decks. And that's where your side deck comes in and everything else. So that's pretty much it for me, you guys. It's a quick replay, and yeah, and I want to hear from you guys. What you guys been playing? What you guys been adding to this deck? How are you guys playing it? And yeah, I want to hear from you guys. All right, you guys. So this is Santos representing your Overlay Network, signing out.